How to integrate Xero with Commissionly. The first thing you want to do is log into your Commissionly account and then also log into your Xero account. Then you want to create an account in Zapier, which is zapier.com. So go to Zapier's website and create a starter plan. Once you've done that, then you will find you will land at this home page when you go in and you want to make a zap. So click on Make a Zap here. And if you pay your reps when an invoice is created, then you will only need to create one zap for invoice creation. But if you pay your reps only when the client payment is made, then you will want to create two zaps, an invoice one and then also a payment one. So we'll start with the invoice zap. So let's just name our zap. I will just call it invoice-commissionly. And then you want to choose your app and event. So the first thing you're doing is choosing Xero because that's where you're pulling the data from. Then choose your trigger event. And now you want to select a new sales invoice so that whenever an invoice is created, it's going to find it and pull the data from it. Then click continue. And then you want to select your Xero account. So click on add a new account and Zapier will look for the account that you're already logged into. You can see it's found it and then click on allow access. Once you've done that, click on continue. Then on choose value and click on all. Select continue again. And then you want to find data. So what Zapier is going to do is find some sample data, some sample invoices that have been created in Xero. So click on test and review. And if you've created a test invoice for the purposes of seeing this pull through and connect to Commissionly, then you want to make sure that you've populated that invoice with everything needed to actually create commissions in Commissionly. So all the fields required need to have data in them in order for Zapier to find those fields. So that would be, for example, the customer name, the rep, the creation date, and the product name, the amount and the total for the invoice, and quantity if that's relevant as well. So once you've pulled up some data, then you can just select any of these invoices that you want. So I'll select the top invoice and then click on done. And then you want to choose your next app, which obviously in this case is Commissionly. And then choose your action event, and you're going to be creating or updating an opportunity in Commissionly. Click on continue. Then it will ask you to choose your Commissionly account. Again, just select add a new account, and then you will be asked to put in your Commissionly username and password. Click on yes, continue, and then continue again. And now you will need to customize opportunities. So this involves mapping all the fields in Xero with the associated fields in Commissionly so that you're pulling the right data through and putting it in the right fields in Commissionly. So your parent is your customer name or contact name in Xero. So select contact name. Then for opportunity name, this is any unique identifier for each invoice. So it would make sense to select invoice number. Then your owner is actually the name of your rep. And you would select that. It would be a line items tracking category option, which is the field usually used for the sales rep name. Then your status for invoice would be invoiced, and you would type it in. And then if you actually pay the rep based on an invoiced status, then when you create your commission plan in Commissionly, you would select the commission status invoiced. Then for your one date, this is literally the date that the invoice was created. So map it to date. Then the opportunity value is just the total of the invoice. So you would select total. The order type you can leave at new. Description you can leave blank. For remote module, you need to select opportunities. For remote record ID, you need to select the invoice number. Then you can leave the rest of these fields blank unless you really want that data in there. And then finally, you will find there is a field named Z product line data. And this is where you're going to put in the description of whatever items you have put in your invoice and are charging the client for. And then also the quantity and then the total amount for each item. So to do that, what you need to do is select first the actual name of the item, which would be line items description. Then you want to put straight line and another straight line next to it and a space. Then you want to find the field related to the quantity. So to do that, you will look for a quantity in the Xero fields. And that would be a line items quantity. Then again, two straight lines. And then finally, you want the actual amount for that line item. So that would be line items, line amount. Then once you've done that, click on continue. Then select test and review, which is going to test for you to see that the data has come through successfully, and you can see that it has, and it was sent to Commissionly. Click on retest and continue. Check that it was successful, and then click on done editing. And now you can turn your Zap on, and in real time, it is now connected to Commissionly. Next, what you'll do is create your payment Zap. So if you pay your reps when an invoice is created, then you can ignore the rest of this video. Otherwise, let's create the payment Zap. Right, so create the payment Zap. Just click at the top here to come out of this one. You can see now that this is created and is turned on. Go back to make a Zap and click on that for your payment Zap. Now again, for your first app, you're going to choose Xero, but your trigger event will be different. This time it will be for a payment. So select new payment, continue, choose your account, which you have now already connected. So you'll see it'll appear. Then click on continue. For your payment type, it's accounts receivable, select continue. Then find data again, test and review. Skip the test if there isn't a particular payment, which I don't happen to have at the moment, but you would create a test payment and then it would find that payment if you had. And now you're going to choose your next app, which is obviously Commissionly. The action event would again be create or update opportunity, as it's simply going to update that invoice just to say that it's now paid. Click on continue. Select your Commissionly account, which will now come up in your list. Click on continue. And then again, you want to map your fields. So now I've gone back and created a payment in Xero, because you'll need to do that so that you can pull some sample data and find all the fields that you need for your payments app. So I've done that now. I've clicked on find data and you can see I have a payment. I then click on done. and then I select my Commissionly app and create update opportunity and continue. I then choose my account and continue. And here we have our mapping for the payment. So again, with regard to parent, you just want to find the customer name, which is invoice contact name. The opportunity name, again, is the invoice number, invoice number. The owner is the rep. And that will be invoice line items tracking category option. Then your status, this time you will type in paid. Your one date will be the payment date, so click on date. Then your opportunity value will be the amount, so select amount. Your order type, you can leave as it is. For remote module, again, you need to select opportunities. And for remote record ID, you need to select the invoice number. Then select continue, do a test. You can see that it's successfully gone to Commissionly. Click on retest and continue, and then select done editing. And now you can turn your Zap on. And that is how you select your Zaps and create them and connect Xero to Commissionly.